Yo, it's your boy DJP, one half of the Real Life Recap Podcast. I'm back today with another video. As you know, in the past couple of weeks, the Marvel franchise, actually superheroes in general, have definitely been taking a leap going forward from Superman to the Fantastic Four. Even yesterday, we got the release of a teaser of Spider-Man Brand New Day. But I want to focus today on the Fantastic Four. As I said, the Fantastic Four did release a movie last week. It has been doing great numbers in the box office. I personally think this is the best Fantastic Four franchise that we ever got. But as a fan, you can't help but to compare to the old ones. From the 2005 franchise to 2015-16 franchise. So today in this video, I want to cover which franchise I think was the best. You let me know what you think. Forward in, like this video, subscribe, and let's get right into it. Now, when it comes to the Fantastic Four, you either like them or you don't like them. When it comes to these franchises, we've had 3 runs with them. As I said before, we had a 2005 franchise run. You had Jessica Alba in there. You had Chris Evans as Human Torch, who eventually became Captain America. You had the other franchise. We have Michael B. Jordan as Human Torch, which I thought was horrible. And now you got the new franchise with Pedro Pascal leading the Fantastic Four. And again, like I said, we want to answer which one do we think is the best. Now, to make this a very simple, so we're not long-winded today, I'm going to start off with The Thing. The Thing has been portrayed in 3 different eras, obviously. I don't want to go into specific names, but I'll call it Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, and you'll follow going forward. When it comes to the Gen 1, The Thing, I think he was perfect. I don't think the look was the best as the comics due to the fact that the eyebrow thing and not really being a big bulge. But I think the characteristics was beautiful. I love the fact that he was emotional. You could feel the pain in him that he wasn't necessarily loved or admired the way that he looked. And he struggled to pretty much get back into society. So for that, I do love him. The 2015 version, I don't think had any real connection with the fans. I think he was just a replica of what should have been Fantastic Four. And just really wasn't my thing. I do think that 2015 run of Fantastic Four was more of a fan-made thing in the sense that they wanted to present a Fantastic Four that was younger, that probably went through the traumatic situation that gave them their powers at a younger age, kind of see how they became. But it was bad. I think Dr. Doom was trash where he looked. I think the characters wasn't correct. When it comes to the Thing itself, he probably was the best consistent character in that whole run. So for him, I can't say much. Now, in the 2025 version of the Thing, this guy is perfect. I think he has the look right. Actually, I'll take perfect back. I think he has the look right. I think he has the characteristics. I love how him and Johnny had that back and forth banter, but I don't feel he matched the energy. I feel like the Thing is a very more sensitive type of guy where he's very, not necessarily problematic, but he's definitely down to fight whoever insults him. And I thought this guy was kind of soft. He seemed very playful a little bit, kind of childish a little bit. When I say childish, not childish in the sense that he's immature, but in the sense that he was very at peace. He didn't seem very angry or very pissed off. So it was hard for me to imagine that this is a guy that tends to fight the Hulk, but that's just my opinion. But when it comes to the Thing, out of all 3 franchises, I'm going to call it a draw. I think the Thing is the easiest character for anybody to necessarily, not necessarily get right, but get close enough. And I think all 3 of these characters playing the Things, they all exemplify that. Maybe the 2015 probably was the weakest version, but I think it was a good run for the Thing and through all franchises. Now, going into Mr. Fantastic, this is where we start to get a little bit different. I'm going to admit, man, when it comes to Gen 1, which is the 2005 version, and the 2025, it is a beautiful standstill. 2015, again, I'm going to be honest with you, every 2015 character minus the Thing, I'm going to say came last. So we're not going to focus on them. But just to get into it, that Mr. Fantastic was horrible. That 2015 version, idea was ridiculous. It was laughable. Acting was horrible. We'll leave it at that. Make it so simple. Let's go on to Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal has dealt with the criticism of him not being Mr. Fantastic. Obviously, Pedro Pascal is definitely on a nice Hollywood run right now, but people have felt like he is just not Mr. Fantastic due to the fact that he does tend to keep the beard going on. The fact that he's Latin, it doesn't fit. I know Mr. Fantastic to be more of a all American type of guy, nice haircut with the white little patches and also that beautiful. But people have not been giving Pedro Pascal that pass. But I'm gonna admit this: I was one of the people that was like that. When I saw this movie, Pedro Pascal definitely did his thing as Reed Richards. But I'm going to say, going into Gen 1, which is the 2005 Mr. Fantastic, I think he really exemplified more. I think Pedro Pascal definitely was cool. I don't think we got enough of the action of just seeing his powers. He had his moments, it was cool. But the 2005 version, we saw the man dancing, stretching, showing powers. We saw him from the first movie just doing anything, obviously being cooled off by Dr. Doom and obviously freezing to death or just anything with the whole water trick to kind of cool down Doom. He had more effort when it came to showing his powers. Pedro Pascal, he had a few moments, wasn't necessarily too crazy. Definitely when Galactus came, he definitely showed what he could do, but it was nothing crazy. Even in the beginning of the movie when he fought the monkey guy, it was cool, but it wasn't like that crazy. So I'm going to go, when it comes to this generation or the version, I'm going to go with Gen 1, Mr. Dr. Reed. He was definitely that guy. He showed me what it was to be Mr. Fantastic. It's cool, the power shown. Obviously, the easy thing is to stretch, but he was really showing like fighting times, like obviously fighting Dr. Doom, covering him up a little bit, kind of instructing the whole team. So I will say when it comes to those two, Gen 1 and Gen 3, they both exemplified what Reed Richards was. But I will say Pedro Pascal, when it came to the smarts, I think it matched even with the Gen 1. I can't say who's smarter. They're both great. So I can't complain about that. Now, this is a really big one. Johnny Storm. We know Johnny Storm to be a womanizer. Someone that can get a lot of women. Good-looking guy. Firepower. He loves the attention. He's doing his thing. But this time with the 2025 version or Gen 3, we didn't get that. Johnny Storm in this movie was very chill, very smooth. They say it's womanizer, but you don't really see it. There's not really any moments that kind of exemplify that, except when he's engaging with the Silver Surfer.
I don't know. She was like right here.
I was looking into her beautiful face, and I saw stars, and I could see me in her face.
And beyond that, there's nothing really else. So when it comes to him, he was my favorite Human Torch. I will give him that for sure. But the Johnny Storm that I know growing up as a child, when it comes to Generation 1, Chris Evans definitely carried that persona.
You'd be surprised.
You are Trouble.
Trouble is my middle name.
Oh, you're hot.
Why, thank you, so are you. And I'm not afraid to cry.
No.
Chris Evans had everything Johnny Storm was. He had the powers. Obviously, he could fly. It was cool. It was cocky. But being able to portray the womanizer part and making us believe that that's who you are, that's what captures Johnny Storm for me. So I don't necessarily care about him getting the females, but I did love the fact that he did show that. In the 2015 version, just didn't show that, as well as the 2025 version. Michael B. Jordan, I don't know what it was a horrible idea for Marvel to do anything with the Black Human Torch. Has nothing to do with color. It just doesn't make sense. Keep it consistent. This is what people talk about when it comes to woke culture. There's no need for Sue Storm to have a black father and a black brother. Not it. But at the end of the day, Johnny Storm, played by Michael B. Jordan, never exemplified anything when it came to be a womanizer, got girls. He was this overly super serious guy that was unnecessary. Now, I'm telling you, that 2015 version, throw it away in the trash. It's horrible. 2025, I can get with. 2005, I can get with. And last, when it comes to, I'm going to say the Sue Storm, I'm going to go with the 2025 version. This Sue Storm definitely exemplified a lot of strength. She definitely was not a pushover.
Put down my son!
Typically, we get a Sue Storm where, like I said, they remind me of Jean Grey, where if they have telekinesis powers, after about 30 seconds, they tend to bleed out the nose. This Sue Storm was not that. She was definitely a lot powerful than I thought she was. She, to me, was damn near the star of the show. She was able to push Galactus back into the Black Void. And that was up the strength of just loving her family and her baby. And I ain't never seen that within Sue Storm. Like I said, Jessica Alba was cool, but like Jessica Alba was not the right Sue Storm. This girl used to bleed because she made a force field protecting, a cup of coffee. It was bad. So I definitely enjoyed the Sue Storm that we got in this, man. She really impressed me. I don't think we've ever had a Sue Storm to this level. The 2015 version was just trash. Oh my God, I can't even deal with that. Like I've been saying the whole night. The 2005 was cool. Jessica Alba was cool, but this Sue Storm definitely took the cake. I love the way her powers looked, the way that they CGI'd it. It was beautiful. So I'm gonna go with this Sue Storm. So all in all, when it comes to my perfect team of the Fantastic Four that I would go with, I'm going to say that the 2025 version probably is the best. But as far as what I pick on the solo team, when it comes to the Thing, as I said, it's a stalemate. You can go with either or, but I'm going to probably go with the 2005 version Thing. I think he had more emotion. He definitely exemplified a Thing that was emotional, that was definitely going through a harder time of readjusting, even though he did lack in the look, but they were like 95% good with that one. As far as the Reed Richards, I'm probably gonna go with the 2005 version as well. I just like them a lot better. He definitely showed us a lot more when it came to his powers, even from the scenes in Fantastic Four #2, where he was dancing. Obviously, the thing with him and Dr. Doom, where he got frozen because he was stretching a lot. When he fought Doom and covering him up, it was a lot. He showed strength, the whole water technique that he did. It was beautiful. So I like that. We got to see a lot more out of him. But I do think the Pedro Pascal version, he definitely made me feel like he was a lot smarter. But I think maybe they both did exemplify their smarts. But it's hard to say. But if I had to make a decision, I'm going to go with the 2005 version. When it comes to the Human Torch, clearly I'm not going 2020 with 2015. When it comes to Human Torch, clearly I'm not going with the 2015 version. Michael B. Jordan did a horrible job. I don't even know why they did the whole woke Fantastic Four thing. That was just bad. Now, I did love Chris Evans. I think Chris Evans really exemplified what Human Torch was. He definitely was somebody that had powers, that was readjusting, and that it was a womanizer. The things that you hear about him, it made sense. So I'm going to go with him. 2025 version was really good. I just think the womanizer part kind of killed me. But I did like he was a mastery of his powers already. There was no real struggle. He wasn't learning how to fly. He knew what he could do already. So it's a hard choice, but I'm going to go with the 2020. I'm going to go with the 2005 version. Sue Storm, not even a question. 2025. That girl just handled Galactus. There's not much I have to say about that. She took care of Galactus on her own. Doesn't matter. She damn near died for it. She's just the GOAT, bro. So Jessica Alba, cool, but just didn't do it for me. Like I said, she just wasn't that girl for me. She got hurt easily. So it would kind of suck, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's my take when it comes to who's the best Fantastic Four team. And I want you guys to let me know what you guys think. Do you think my choices are weird? Would you guys do it a little bit different? Are you excited about the new Fantastic Four movie? But you guys let me know down in the comments. But until then, peace.